Donald Trump was just announced as the 45th president of the United States, which came as a huge shock to America and the rest of the world who was keeping an eye on this year's most controversial presidential election. Although over 60 million Americans voted for Donald Trump, you can say the 61 million people who voted for Hillary Clinton hated Donald Trump, and some of these millions of people are celebrities. Some of these celebrities make it very clear that they hate their new up-and-coming president. So this right here is the top 10 celebrities who hate Donald Trump. Okay, so just very quickly before we get into this, I don't know if you guys noticed that the background's a little bit different. I'm filming on my home studio, and this is because I have health reasons. You guys can click right over here to my vlogging channel to follow up like what I've been up to. I've been diagnosed with sciatica about 3 months ago, which has become very serious where my leg and my back is very painful just every single day, and I can't stand at the studio. That's why I'm here sitting down, and my whole leg is totally numb. I've never dealt with any of these like health issues before. It's so crazy for me. I've been in and out of the hospital so many times. I've seen many doctors. I have an appointment coming up. Well, at the time of this recording it probably already happened, but it's an appointment with my neurologist. They want to test on my nerves with an EMG test. This test can be used to like rule out MS or anything like that. So this is all very nerve-wracking for me, and I just thought I'd let you guys know because there might be a time where I have to stop making videos if I have to have like major back surgery. I don't know, but I do try to film way ahead for you guys, so it always seems like I'm around. So I've been dealing with this for a while, but I haven't filmed for like 3 weeks. So again, if you guys want to check out my vlog channel, you guys want to hear more about this, I've been vlogging for 800 straight days, which is just absolutely nuts. But let's get right back into this list. Let's not waste any more time. I just thought I owed it to you guys to, have a little bit of an explanation to why it might be away for a while. So let's bring up the energy. Let's start off this list. And at number 10, we got Katy Perry. Some celebrities stayed quiet on election night. Katy Perry was the complete opposite. When news networks started announcing Donald Trump had won, she started tweeting, "We will never be silenced," following by more tweets saying, "The revolution is coming, rise up and power to the people." This didn't come as a surprise for the people that follow Katy Perry. She had a big falling out with Donald Trump in 2014 after he bashed her ex-husband, Russell Brand. She spent most of the election promoting Hillary Clinton, and she ended her election nights tweeting by telling her fans, "Do not sit still, do not weep, move. We are not a nation that will let hate lead us." Okay, coming into number 9, we have Ice Cube. As part of the NWA, Ice Cube is the most famous for saying "F the police," but he might be changing police to Donald Trump after the election. Back in August of 2016, he let everyone know where he stood by tweeting out, "I will never endorse a mother effer like Donald Trump ever." He tweeted this out in response to some of Donald Trump's supporters quoting him out of context to make it look like he supported Donald Trump. The day he won the election, Ice Cube tweeted out an old school picture of himself telling fans, "Ain't nothing changed but the date. Fight the powers that be." This led to many fans to think he meant Donald Trump is now the power to fight. Next up at number 8, we have Robert De Niro. De Niro is one of the biggest Hollywood actors of all time, and he's been in the show business for over 40 years. In all that time, he's never sounded as angry about anyone as he does Donald Trump. In the month before the election, he released his own video in which he said Donald Trump's so blatantly stupid. He's a dog, he's a pig, a con artist, and a mutt who doesn't know what he's talking about. He then ended the video by saying he would like to punch Donald Trump right in the face. After Donald Trump won the election, Jimmy Kimmel asked De Niro if he would still punch Donald Trump. It's a little bit awkward, but that's what they do in the night show and the talk show hosts and stuff. Well, on the show, he replied, "I can't do that now that he's president. He'd probably go to jail for he'd probably disappear. I guess he'll have to wait until Donald Trump loses the next election if he wants to punch him." But isn't it like once a president, always a president? It's just like it's a non-active president now. Well, coming in number 7, we have Jennifer Lawrence. The Hunger Games star was raised in the Republican family growing up, but you'd be wrong to think that she supports Trump. She once told a story about being at a concert where she heard Trump was also attending. She then told her security team to find him so they can make a video of her saying, "Hey Trump, F you." She said can't imagine herself supporting Trump and the party when they don't support women's basic rights. She also said that if he won, it would be the end of the world. Well, I guess it's the end of the world. Next up, number 6, John Legend. The famous singer was the first person to accuse Trump of racism. He might not be the last, but he will be one of the most memorable. On March 2016, Donald Trump's son took it to Twitter to complain about protesters who shot down his father's scheduled rally in Chicago. Donald Trump Jr. said to the protesters didn't even know why they were protesting, and John Legend quickly replied, "I think we're protesting because of your father's racism. This isn't complicated." Then a Trump supporter accused the Legend of being uneducated. He told him he had actually been to university, and the university is the same one as Donald Trump's son. How awkward is that? Next up, at number 5, we have Stephen Hawking. He's one of the most famous scientists ever and is regarded by many people as the smartest person on the planet. And he does not like Donald Trump. In an interview with the New Yorker, Hawking said Trump was a demigod who seems to appeal to the lowest common denominator, which basically means he's gained popularity by exploiting people's prejudices rather than having actual points. Stephen Hawking has explained to people how some of the most complex science works, but when he was asked to explain why Donald Trump has so much support, he just said, "I can't." Maybe he's working on a faster answer. Okay, coming into number 4, we have Lady Gaga. She's often referred to as the queen of LGBT. I love her. She's so unique, so different. She's often be referred to as the queen of the LGBT community and a female role model. When the 2005 tape of Donald Trump making controversial comments about women was leaked, many women came forward to share their own stories of Donald Trump alleged sexual abuse. So is our current president, an abuser of ladies? Lady Gaga applauded and encouraged the women. 3 days before the election, she tweeted at Donald Trump to tell him, "You divided us with hateful language and fear. I love everyone in this country, and I voted for Hillary Clinton to unite us." When Hillary lost a few days later, Lady Gaga told her Twitter followers to pray for America. I don't know if that's necessary. But up next, at number 3, we have George Clooney. He doesn't like the Trump man. Over the past few years, everyone has noticed that Obama and George Clooney have gone along very well, and the pair speak very highly of each other. So it's no surprise that a man who looks up to Obama doesn't like the thought of Donald Trump becoming president. Before Trump even became a Republican candidate, Clooney called him an opportunist and said now he's a xenophobic fascist. Clooney doesn't just like Trump. He said there's no way there's gonna be a president Donald Trump and that he would not win because America would not be ruled by fear. George Clooney doesn't have Twitter, but I think I can imagine what his reaction was when Donald Trump won. But we can assume that he wasn't happy. Coming in at number 2, we have Shakira. Her hips don't lie. She's a Colombian megastar. Shakira has been very vocal about her dislike of Donald Trump in both English and in Spanish. She tweeted in both languages to let her 32 million followers know what she thought of Donald Trump's views on Mexicans. After his now famously controversial comments about Mexicans, bringing drugs, crime, and rapists into the US, Shakira said it was a hateful and racist speech that attempted to divide a country that for years has promoted diversity and democracy. If that wasn't enough, she said that no one living in this century should stand behind so much ignorance. Now that Donald Trump isn't just living in the century, he's also one of the century's presidents. Even though Shakira speaks 2 languages, I bet she's lost for words in English and in Spanish. And finally, in at number 1, we have J.K. Rowling. I don't think there are many celebrities who have been more outspoken against Donald Trump than the writer and creator of Harry Potter. She calls him ignorant and she calls him a bigot. She's even called him a giant orange Twitter egg after his debate with Hillary. But perhaps the biggest insult she threw his way after Twitter users started comparing Donald Trump and the evil Dark Lord Voldemort from Harry Potter. In response, J.K. Rowling tweeted how horrible. Voldemort was nowhere near as bad. If any of those guys ever seen Harry Potter, you'll just know how insulting that is. What do you guys think of Donald Trump? Let me know down there. Do you know any other unhappy celebrities that I've missed? Well, that's the end of this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys very, very soon in the next most amazing top 10 video.